That carton saying complete nutrition? It may not be infant formula. It could be a toddler drink or a supplement that isn't regulated the same way as formula for a 3-month-old. Today, I'll show you the words that matter on the label, the age ranges that change the whole nutrient recipe, and why iron, vitamin D, and fat balance must be age-appropriate. You'll see how a claim can be true for a 3-year-old and flat-out wrong for your newborn's needs, and what to buy instead. Before we move on, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and like the video. You see complete nutrition in big print and relax. But the small line under it can flip the whole promise. The can itself may serve a toddler just fine and still miss what a young infant needs to live on, day and night. Now walk that aisle. Infant formula sits right next to toddler drinks. Same colors, same mascots, same shiny claims. Only a few words change. That's the trap. You grab fast, you read the front, and the branding does the steering. A 3-foot shelf turns a life stage product into a look-alike. Here's the truth. Complete is legal on a product built for a kid who eats pasta, eggs, and fruit. It won't pass for a milk source for a baby who can't chew. That word plays by different rules when meals already fill the gaps. For a 3-month-old, there are no gaps to fill with solids. The bottle is the whole meal, so watch the line that counts. Does it say infant formula? Or does it say toddler nutritional drink, toddler formula, or supplement? That single phrase tells you which rulebook applies. Then find the age band. Front label or back panel, it will list 0 to 12 months for true infant formula. If it says 12 plus months, 1 to 3 years, or for ages 1 plus, you are holding a different product category. The first year has a hard rule. A formula has to work as the only food. That means it must hit tight targets for protein, fat, carbs, vitamins, and minerals per set calories, so growth stays on track without help from purees or snacks. Toddler drinks don't have to meet those marks because they sit next to meals. They fill holes, they don't carry the load. Think of waterproof. A coat can earn that claim in a light drizzle and leave you soaked in a storm. Wrong test, wrong stakes. Complete on a toddler drink passes a lighter test. A young infant is the hurricane. You need gear rated for it. Here's the kicker. Regulated infant formulas must prove they sustain growth when used alone. That's the bar. Supplements and toddler drinks can show they add nutrients to a usual diet and stop there. No need to demonstrate full meal adequacy or infant-level absorption when food is doing the heavy lift. Turn the can. On many toddler drinks, the fine print quietly spells it out. You'll see lines like, for ages 1 plus, use as part of a balanced diet, or a caution that it is not intended to replace infant formula. That language isn't legal fluff. It's the signal that you are outside the infant rule set. If a product belongs in lunchboxes, it shouldn't be the only thing in a newborn's bottle. Look at serving cues too. Infant formulas give mixing by scoop to yield a standard calorie level per ounce. Toddler products often talk in cups and snacks or suggest pairing with meals. They may list flavor add-ins or sweet notes meant for older palates. All of that points to a food helper, not a sole source. Bottom line, if the front doesn't name infant formula and the age band reads 12 months and up, it is not a stand-in for your newborn. No matter how bold complete looks, put it back. Reach for the can that names the life stage you need. Now that you can read past the branding and lock on the right label, we can dig into what actually fuels that first year. Iron that keeps oxygen flowing to a fast-building brain, vitamin D that hardens bone and backs immunity, and the fat profile that sets growth speed and feeds the nervous system. You see a long nutrient list and you relax. But dense print doesn't prove infant ready. Key targets can still fall short when a bottle is the only meal, all day and all night. Here's the setup. In the first year, your baby needs iron for brain wiring, vitamin D for bones and immune support, and a tight fat blend that delivers steady energy and the right essential fatty acids. That trio does real work you can't see in the moment, but you'll feel the cost when it's off. And here's the kicker. Many complete toddler drinks are built for kids who already eat oatmeal, eggs, and fruit. They assume a plate fills gaps, so they run lighter on iron density and may shift fat ratios for taste and sipping with meals. That's fine for a snack. It's not fine for a newborn's only food. Start with iron. Babies are born with stores, but those fade by 4 to 6 months. When the bottle holds diluted iron, the brain pays first. Low iron can slow learning, dull attention, and push your child toward anemia. You won't catch that by glancing at a long ingredient list. You need iron per calorie to stay high, feed after feed. Infant formulas are built to protect that density. Toddler products don't have to be. Now, vitamin D. Bones need it to lock in calcium. Immune cells use it like a switch. Infants need a set dose every day because there's no backup from a dinner plate. When a product isn't designed for sole source feeding, vitamin D can sit at levels that assume eggs, yogurt, or sun make up the rest. That gap turns into soft bone risk and more infections. You can add drops, but that's a fix you shouldn't need if the bottle claims to be your baby's main food. Let's talk fat. It's not just more or less, it's which fats and how much energy per ounce. True infant formulas balance linoleic and alpha-linolenic acids and hit a steady calorie yield so growth doesn't stutter. Toddler drinks tilt fats for kids who chew. They can bump saturated fat for flavor, swap oils, or lower energy density since meals do the heavy lift. For an infant, that skew can slow weight gain and shortchange the brain and nerves that crave the right building blocks. Dietitians flag more than the big three. They look at calcium, phosphorus, zinc, and protein per 100 kilocalories because infants have small stomachs and need power in each ounce. If those numbers sag, bones, teeth, and lean growth take the hit. Again, that's per energy, not per serving, because serving sizes differ across products. Walk through a neutral compare. Take 100 calories of real infant formula. You expect iron at an infant support level, vitamin D dialed for daily needs, protein tuned to growth without overloading kidneys, and a matched pair of calcium and phosphorus for bone mineral. Now take 100 calories of a toddler drink. Iron per 100 kilocalories tends to run lower because solids are expected to supply the rest. Vitamin D may align with a diet that already has dairy. Protein can swing higher or lower, and the calcium-phosphorus pair may not match the infant bone targets. The label still says complete, but the math shifts when the sip is just a sidekick to a meal. You know the risks. Next, I'll show you how to shop with certainty, dodge the lookalikes, and leave the masquerade on the shelf.